Hey, good to see you. No, listen. I need to make this quick. We knew this was just a short thing. In fact, it wound up being much longer than both of us thought that it would be. I didn't know when you came around that this was going to last this long. Seriously, I want to thank you for that time, but you and I both know that this has been a long time coming. The things that we've done, the things that we've been through, it's been amazing. I mean, you came with me between states. I just need you to understand that it's not you. It's me. But I have found someone else. We both knew this is how it was going to end. And you're going to make another person so happy. Just like you did for me. So I want to thank you for the good times, but we've got to move on. Don't be embarrassed about the tattoo. Pretty sure it's removable. What's up guys, it's Phil and it's time for another update. So I apologize once again for the sound because I've got that air conditioner on back there and I bought it from some redneck here locally for like 20 bucks and the buttons don't work. So I am not going to turn it off because it may not ever turn back on. So I am working on another project today, which is awesome. I just finished up working on the barn door desk combo project and that turned out really awesome. They're super happy with it, which is great coming off the heels of the closet project, which was really hard because the way it was built, I could not get the smaller drawers to be straight and it was just a nightmare. I don't want to complain about it, I don't want to go into it, but it was very hard to get it completed and get it paid, and I basically lost money on that project. So it's unfortunate because in this real high-end finishes and furnishings game, that happens sometimes, and it is unfortunate. It hurt me a lot, but I'm moving on. I'm going to the next project. I got 3 other projects completed in the meantime, and I'm starting another project today. So this project is pretty cool. It's 2 really simple built-ins. I'm doing 2 side surrounds for a fireplace and a very large, long kind of buffet deal. It's going to have glass doors on it. I kind of underquoted this one just because at the time I wanted work and I'd been talking to this client online a lot and they just sent me a deposit and I was like, oh great, I never sent them renderings, never sent them anything. They told me what they wanted, sent me a couple example photos. I kind of ballparked them and they sent me a deposit based on that. So that's fine, I'm cool with it because it's more work for me and it's something I can do real quick right now before I head down to Florida for family vacation. But that also puts a little bit of stress on me because none of the details were really finalized and it's all the way in Nashville, so it's like a 35-minute drive each way for me, and with the way that I work, that typically means that I'm driving in the heaviest traffic all the time, which I never do anymore since working for myself, so that's annoying. But if that's my only complaint, that's not anything to complain about. I'm actually loving the fact that I've got another project to get done, and so I'm trying to get this one done before the end of this week. I doubt it's going to happen because I have to keep going back and doing other things and tying up loose ends, but I should be good to go by the time I get back from Florida to finish this one up. I have nothing left except for one dining table that I really need to get rid of, but I've sold off a whole bunch of other small things that have just been sitting here for months. Unfortunately, I basically liquidated them, so I didn't really make much profit, but it does kind of help when trying to prepare for a week of not working. Last but not least, I have this bad boy in my finish room. Because we are going to be kayaking when we go to Florida, and I'm very excited to be taking my boat down there. I built this thing about 2.5 years ago. It's been on the water a couple of times, been in the ocean, been down the river here locally, but it was in desperate need of a recoat, so I have added a whole bunch of new varnish and cleaned it up a little bit, got the wasps and birds' nests out of it. I cleaned up the cherry that's on the deck inside, and I am super excited to get this thing down there. So I made some new straps for it to hook it to the roof so it doesn't make any noise, and I am ready to go as far as getting this guy to Florida. So I've got to get a seat in it for my wife because she's not one that can just sit up in the kayak and not care. She wants some support. So I've got to attach a seat in the front for her, and make sure that there's still room for my 4-year-old so the 3 of us can go down the river together. But I'm excited about that, so that should be kind of cool. You might see some highlights on my next update. I don't know, we'll see. But this thing is really cool. I'm super excited about it. I'm ready to have it done. So I'm gonna leave it in here to dry. I am supposed to be installing a bed swing on either Friday or Saturday. It's a farmhouse kind of 4-post style. It's twin size, so it's made to hold an actual mattress so people can actually sleep on it. So I've got to get the rope ordered for that, but it's pretty much done. It needs one more coat of polyurethane and it is ready to go. So I'm gonna get to work on that thing, and then I'm gonna head up to Nashville, get started on this built-in, and see how the week finishes out. Man, oh man, this week has been weird. I got back from vacation, did not expect that it would be this slow, but I kind of was really a lot more tired than I thought I would be on Tuesday, and wound up taking a lot longer to get started finishing up my current project. Got it ready for paint and ready to go by Wednesday. Came home to start on the doors, had a bunch of other stuff come up, got the glass ordered, started working on them on Thursday, and realized that I was missing some wood, so I went back to the depot to go get some. Realized I bought the wrong size MDF, so went back to the depot to go get some more, ran out of wood and ran out of MDF, and I just went back to the depot again today to get some more, and I forgot to pick up the glass. So I get to go out once again. So I've been spending a lot of time driving around doing a bunch of crap that if I were smart and streamlined I would not be doing, but my brain has just not been in it this week. In other news, I actually just went to my local woodcraft store and bought some accessories for my saw stop because I realized that I did not have a dado stack cartridge, which I need for my current project. So I had to go buy one of those. While I was there, I realized just this trip to go get this new cartridge for the dado stack cost me so much time in production that should I ever set off the mechanism, I need to have a spare. So I bought the dado stack one. I also bought a regular cartridge, a regular brake cartridge, and then I also bought another zero clearance blade insert so that I've got one for zero clearance for a single blade and one for a dado stack. So far it's only a 1/4 inch cut through, but I don't know how far I'm going to actually go with that. But the point is, I spent 5 minutes and $250 in woodcraft and for nothing I will ever see except for maybe I won't cut a finger off. So yeah, that's awesome. The joys of owning a saw stop. But I am good, I am rocking and rolling, and it is early on Friday morning, so I know I did not record a lot this week, but again, I've been super far behind, and that's just my life right now. Every update, every couple of weeks, it's the same thing. I'm behind, I'm ahead, I'm behind, I'm ahead, whatever. I do have a ton of consultations. I have a consultation every single morning this week, and I have a consultation every single morning next week, so hopefully I'll get some work out of those. The problem is I've got so much going on in the shop, and because I'm behind, plus my wife wants me to do some signs for her, plus I've got some personal projects to do, a chicken coop that I'm trying to set up, and a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and everybody and their brother wants handyman work done, I literally don't have enough time to do any of this. So my commitment to myself is that next week I'm going to start getting up at 5:30 every morning, come out here and get a little bit of like organization stuff done, then go to my consultation, then get right into work so that I don't have mornings like this where I've been up since 7, it's 10 o'clock, and I'm just now getting started in the shop. That's kind of annoying, especially when I know I'm going to be working until like 9 o'clock tonight. So rant over, it is hot as balls out here, so I've got the air conditioner running, which is that noise you hear in the background. I'm keeping the shop closed as much as I can, and I've got my dehumidifier and air conditioner running in the other room to keep things acclimated, because I am going to have some dining tables and stuff going on, so I've got some wood starting to condition in there for some future projects, and a quick tip video that I'm going to be putting up here in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. Keep watching, and I'm just going to get back to work. There's really not much more to do. I just want to get this project finished up. not done. I still have some work to do on that project. It's crazy because it has taken me almost, I'd say I'm going on week number 4 now, of what would normally be a week-and-a-half project. Granted, I did have a week-long family vacation in there, and my painter wasn't able to get out there, so like Wednesday through Saturday, nothing was getting done. So that's not really my fault, and that's just the nature of these projects. That's why I tell people it takes me 2 weeks to do a project, even though it might only take me 4 days. But I also forgot to bring home with me this antique bench that the client has. These benches are still available at your local home store, so it's hit or miss whether people actually want to restore these things or just go buy a new reproduction one. But it's one of those like cast iron park benches with the really nice wood across the middle. She saw one that I had done previously, and I've done like 5 or 6 benches in the past 3 months. But she saw it on my Instagram and wanted her bench to look like that. And I was like, great, I've still got a bunch of that wood left out in my corral. I know exactly how it needs to be finished, and her bench is actually slightly easier to cut and to replace the boards than the other benches that I've done lately. So I told her it'd be super easy. She's excited about it. So I did forget that last week, and now I've got to do it this week. So it all lines up perfectly because my painter also ran out of paint before being able to finish the trim, and I also realized when I was there today that the trim and the built-ins are not the same color. So I'm actually glad he didn't do that because I would have been repainting it anyway. So I'm going to go back and paint the trim around the door that I added the trim color. I'm going to do any touch-up that needs to be done on the built-ins. Today there didn't seem to be any, but just in case there is any, I've got the right color to do that as well. I also need to make some little sliding barn door holders that are going to hold the barn doors back in place. I didn't realize that this miniature barn door hardware is made for slimmer doors. I didn't realize that, so my thicker doors kind of lean out a little bit because they're so heavy. So I'm going to straighten them up and put these little holders in place that'll keep them back towards the piece and also prevent them from, you know, having her 2-year-old pull them off of the piece and, you know, possibly hurt himself. So with that being said, I'm going to end this update right here because it is hot and humid, it's raining out there, I've got the barn doors open, the AC off, and I am dying. It's sweaty, gross mess up in here. So I'm going to end this video in just a second, but hey guys, thanks for watching. Always want to say that because those who actually watch these updates and don't find them to be boring, but actually find some good little tidbits and morsels in all the garbage that I put out there, hey, that's awesome. Thanks for watching, thanks for keeping up, and definitely thanks for commenting. Let me know below if there's anything in particular you want to see as a DIY. Put that in the comments and I'll be happy to add that to my list of videos to make because I'm always looking for good ideas. I'm also about to hit 2,500 subscribers if you're watching when this video actually posted. And I'm going to be doing a random stuff giveaway, which is going to include just, you know, garbage out of my shop all the way up to like skateboards and really cool expensive stuff. So definitely make sure to comment below, like my Instagram posts, and check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/PMKWoodworking, and across all socials it is at PMKWoodworking, except on Twitter. I think I'm at PodCrusher, but that's a whole podcast thing. Don't worry about that. It's embarrassing. And if you do that, that automatically enters you because I'm going to randomly pick people from each different platform and 2 people from YouTube to be chosen for the random stuff giveaway, and you might get something pretty awesome. So definitely check that out. Find me on everywhere and like and do all that stuff. And if you share one of my videos on Facebook or social media, you actually get an extra chance to enter because I don't get a lot of shares. And so I will actually see a list of who shared what, and that's pretty cool. So if you want some extra chances to enter, share some of my videos, and just share the knowledge. That's what this whole thing is about anyway. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!